And all is clear. Salutations, class, and welcome back. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend as I have. I've gotten started on a very important little project that, if all goes well, I might be able to show off soon. Now, me being productive, I think we could have a little bit of a change of pace and just sit back and relax on this Monday. I hope you all will join me as we return ourselves to Pokemon this evening. And welcome, everyone, to Kayla, Jeffy, and Queen Gemini. Now, where we last left off, I believe we were looking for Cleavor, if I'm correct. Get into that groove, got the tea brewing, and we are back here at the new camp we just created. After our first boss battle with that, it was a Cricketune, I believe, correct? And welcome, Aaron. Welcome. Now, every time I'm going to have to remember my controls. Let's see, is there a specific direction we're supposed to be going here? Ah. Down to the southwest. Well, we'll go ahead and explore and get a good view on our bearings here. First things first, we have plenty of Pokeballs. Our team seems to be in order here. Most of our oh, whoops. Wrong button. Yeah, we've got most everyone here ready to go. So we'll head off in this general direction. Ah, Gemini. Or Queen, if there's anything specifically you'd like to be referred as, let me know. What's your question? Get a little bit of grinding out of the way. After all, we have a goal to do that like 50 times, if I remember. I'm not sure how much I can help with that, Reese. I've been referred to a number of times as having a siren song of a voice. I might accidentally lull you to sleep. Let's see, versus Geodude. Aw, is the spring water not treating you well either? I'm afraid I'm not exactly in a position to hand you a tissue over the internet. Do you have any available close to where you are? Get a little smash on and let's rock. Boom-psh. It's a knock-knock joke setup, isn't it? I guess I'll play along. Fine. Here's a tissue? Question mark? It's definitely what that spring weather can do to you. Yeah, I've been having a lot of sniffly issues myself. Had to take quite a few antihistamines before the stream. And even then, I still don't think I sound exactly accurate to how I should. I could definitely use a pep-up plant myself. And welcome, Akemi-chan. Akemi-chan. Good evening or afternoon to you as well. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Ah, it's gonna... You know what? Maybe I should just do, like, a single game per week so I can get myself accustomed to all the controls. I'm going to forget them if I end up just playing it a week apart in different phases. There's actually a lot of games that came out recently, which, would be LEGO Star Wars and the new Kirby game, both of which I've really wanted to stream, but we have such a full schedule right now. Spiders aren't a problem, Gemini. Spiders are our friends. I mean that unironically, they're actually some of the coolest animals out there. And the most helpful. And good evening to you, James. Hope you're doing wonderfully as well. So, we have our way on over to the tree here. Go ahead and get me another few rocks. I did end up getting to sleep eventually. Yeah, occasionally I am having issues, but usually the weekend is a good chance for me to catch back up. Not very effective, but damn, that is still an impressive amount of damage. And not quite enough. Right, Ice Fang was actually better on them, since it scales off a physical attack rather than special. And eventually we should have Thunder Fang, right? I was hoping at some point that Luxray could get strong jaws. It would be a perfect fit. That is true, Aaron. I don't know that I've ever been in a situation where I've had to use an outhouse, though. I never stray too far from civilization. Right, this is where we found the Pikachu earlier. I wonder if we have any other advantages from getting more of them. Or what the other things in our itinerary would be. Number defeated, number of times we've seen it use Thunder Shock, number you've evolved. Well, we get another milestone from doing just one more, so let's see if we can do this without being caught. Swap over to the heavy ball here. After all, Pikachu is a level above your oh, right. It's not going to work with a toss from here. Heavy balls actually have a shorter range. So, wonder if we could entice you with a little something. Oh, whoops. Accidentally twice. While you're distracted. How about another? Ah, nope. Cricket. Ah! That still accomplishes the task regardless. Wonder if there is any way to entice the Pikachu just over here. Did it work? Perfect. Number caught, 2 out of 2. Number of light specimens, 2. And caught without being spotted. Wonderfully done. Go ahead and get me a few more of those tumblestones. I think we'll need a lot of heavy balls to get the job done. Whatever little advantage we can get with all the folks, not being aware. I see you've passed out twice, Gemini. Throw art calculated. Yeah, it does take a little bit of practice, and in fact there's actually different arcs between the different balls. The heavy ball, as you can guess, has a much shorter arc. So that's just something we'll have to get used to. Back broken, but oh wait. Hello, Burmy. Unfortunately, you're a bug type. And I've got just the thing for you. I didn't actually see the tree shaking up there. So it looks like we are continuing in the relatively same direction that we went before. I don't know if there's anything new or special that we're looking to catch this time. But we'll see once we start making it to the other side of the river. I'm guessing that tiny land bridge is what we're looking to do. Have we caught any Paris yet? Ah, number we've caught is still 0. So let's fix that real quick right here. Uh-oh. You saw a spider, Gemini. That's what happened. Alright, let's try that again without being spotted. And since we have plenty of these, go ahead and toss another one out here. Let's see if we can actually get this guy in the back. Spinal injury incoming. Oh, we missed. Got a few shinies in your playthrough. One was a Parasect. And an interesting find that would be. Paras is actually kind of a, kind of one of those Pokemon that I tend to forget out of the first generation. There's quite a few redundancies with all the old types. Something I might have talked about before. What the heck. We'll continue. Queen Gemini, I appreciate the roleplay, but it is relatively off-topic. And one of the classroom rules is to remain on topic. Alright, back to sneaking. Plenty of tall grass over here. Although we're still being hunted. Now, before we get into trouble, what's your question, Gemini? Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. They were lining up. And Z is paralyzed. Nothing a little bit of fire should be able to take care of. Shouldn't be able to take care of. Darn it, I was setting up for this pair specifically, but they've already wandered off. Yeah, really aggressive, I've noticed. Toss another one right here. That's it. And drum roll, please. Does appear to have worked. We have a lot. I think we might have almost about 30 or so back home. I'd have to get back to camp, or maybe even back to the village to check my entire roster. Go ahead and toss another. Oh, completely missed. Could you imagine how disastrous that would be? Actually losing your Pokeball, just dropping it some other place. Oh, hello there, Cricketune. Darn, did we miss it sleeping? I think we were so close. That is true. It's, oh, what is that fungus called? There is the one, cordyceps, I think. That's the one that takes over ants. And I do believe that's actually what Parasect is based off of. Right, we should do a lot more sneaking in the tall grass. After all, we'd definitely alert someone to our presence if we were, well, running through it. Who's the lowest level around here? Seems Marky. So let's go ahead and use you for a couple of the various little trinkets we need to be picking up. What do we got here? Another Cricketot. What are our tasks? Number you've caught without being spotted. Well, we have a wonderful setup right here. Or so it seemed. It's been a long time since I last saw a playthrough of Last of Us. And I've never owned a PlayStation, so I never played through the games myself. I do believe I was ready to... Yeah, I do believe I answered your question, Gemini. Do you have a different one this time? Pretty sure I've been spotted, but just in case. How about a little... Welcome, Error! Very proud of the progress you've made lately. And hello there. What's on your mind? I remember in Last of Us it basically worked a lot like, the whole Left 4 Dead thing. Ended up creating quite a few different subspecies. Or different mutations, if I remember. Oh boy. Do we have a Zubat yet? DMs are always open across Discord, Queen Gemini, or you are welcome to leave a comment below. Leave a comment below. Shouldn't be much of an issue getting past all these guys, right? I can't remember. Is Bibarel aggressive? I mean, this one certainly looks like it. Well, thank you, Riley. And welcome. Welcome to the class. We have only recently started our adventure. Can I get a level 16? We can do that. I think what we might want first is a little bit more healing on Luxio. Also, Eevee can evolve. But who'd it be into? We can stop it, right? Actually, I probably should have asked that question a moment earlier. Yeah, that's gonna be Umbreon, actually. You know what? That's exactly what we didn't want to do. Wait, how do we turn them into a Sylveon in this game? Oh, right. Hold on. Didn't expect I'd have to be restarting the game like that. Apparently, we can't actually back out of an evolution manually. I probably should have expected that. Would have been worth a save right beforehand. What about the little pins, Gemini? Well, regardless, Era, it is still a very big workload to do something every day. I can only keep up for about... Did it autosave? Ah, it is right before the evolution. Perfect. Friendship plus... Ah, fairy move. That's what I forgot. I thought it was, just a reference to, like, that little friendship mechanic they had in Gen 6. I forgot what it was called. The one you did with all the touchscreen stuff. Right, we haven't lost any progress whatsoever. You can use Bidoof as a bridge. Interesting. We'll have to give that a try very, very soon. Actually, I haven't heard anything about Celebi. I imagine it would be an expansion pack. Game's been out for a few months, if I believe. If I believe correctly. Welcome, friend. Unfortunately, I do not know how to read... No, I do not know how to read Japanese text. That is the goal eventually. That's right, I don't think I actually have my YouTube streams marked as English VTuber. Oh, that just sets us back. Asleep with your eyes wide open. Didn't they actually fix that in Gen 6? Wonder why they reverted it here. So, as we were doing a moment ago, go back and heal Luxia. Ah, did we lose the... Ah, no! Alpha Bibarel is still here. So, let's give this a little try. I am American actually, though I see a lot of folks seem to be asking if I'm British. Must be the accent. Even though this is a general American accent. Baby doll eyes at level 18. Then that is our... Oh, wow. Then that is our goal. I forget. Do we catch alphas? I guess it's worth a try. Ah, one more level. So it will be very, very soon. Hit him with a tackle here. Should be able to wear him down with just one or two of those. Oh wow, Daewat is bulky. I wonder. Give this a toss and see what happens. Almost, almost. Uh-oh. Maybe that wasn't the best of ideas. You can catch alphas and they are very big, but their stats get stronger if you fail. Maybe Beautifly can just do a little bit of damage. Let's try a one little poison sting here and see what works. Oh wow, nothing but super effective moves. Well, that is true. I probably should adopt some sort of British accent. After all, I would happen to be named after Alan Turing, who was a British computer scientist. Maybe not. We're in very big trouble. James, save me! And hog all the experience points to yourself. Now, we can go back to camp to heal, right? I forget, do we actually have a fast travel button? We do! Okay. So, a little bit of a hard reset. I forget, who do we talk to for healing? We'll go ahead and report our findings first. Ah, I'm out of tea. That's what I forgot. I started the entire stream thinking, hey, I feel like I forgot something. And it happened to be the usual glass of tea, so I will be right back in just a moment. Skibbity will. resume. There we go. Lovely tea as usual. I see. Most illuminating. I'll update our Pokédex with this new data. We have a little bit of information on a few of them. Still a first star member. You've carried out some fine work. I believe we're ready to move up to the next rank. Best report to Captain Silene, eh? I'd get right on that if I were you. We'll keep here. Just get ourselves a nice little rest. Let's do until morning. After all, it's better to have an excursion during the day. And resume. Though a few more heavy balls might be nice. We should have plenty of materials, correct? Indeed. Let's do it. And we were going in that direction. Not the one I was just going. So, something I started over the weekend. Actually, while we're going from point A to point B, you had a question, right, Queen Gemini? Something about all the pins on my lab coat. I don't know if you ever actually asked that question. Go ahead and give them just one more water pulse. We have plenty. But while I do await that question, something I have mentioned to a couple of friends but haven't brought up too often in streams is I actually found a platform fighter engine over the weekend. Something in Game Maker Studio, which I have previously done a few coding lessons for. Sometime soon, possibly this Saturday, I might go over it. Right now, though, I'm trying to revamp and reconfigure a lot of things going on in the game. Trying to change how inputs are interpreted and a number of other mechanics. Because it basically is a Smash clone. And a Smash clone I do not exactly want. But the good news is, it already has rollback. Which would have saved me months on months and possibly even a year of coding. Especially for a first project. Almost level 18. Which means we could probably... Oh, level 7. We don't need to do any sneak attack or anything here. Go get him, Tiger! Cricketata's keeping its guard up. Maybe a Swift will do enough damage. I know that has the highest base power of anything else we have. Perfect. Can't travel up that little slope, so we'll head right across the land bridge once more. And hopefully there is no longer a Vibrel in our way. And heads up. Thundershock still isn't going to do much. Who is it that we had that was learning a fighting move? Someone was. Welcome back, Michael. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Ah, still afternoon for you then, I would believe. It's currently 6:40 in the evening here. Iron Chunk. will find something to do with that, I'm sure. There's bound to be plenty of new Pokemon to find over here. Ah, level 18. So... change moves. You already have it learned, and now... CST represent! Exactly. Though a lot of folks don't seem to believe me when I say I'm from Texas. In fact, some people even believe I'm British. Wait, I didn't ask you exactly. James, did you want to be a Sylveon? I'm 90% sure that was the case. Perfect. Got the idea for a new move. Fairy Wind. Stirs up Fairy Wind and strikes the target with it. Is your... check summary. I actually don't know if we've had much interaction with abilities yet. Are abilities still a thing, or are they removed? Wow, they might have removed them. They did change up a lot of the battle mechanics after all. No abilities. What a huge change that is. Well, in that case, we don't actually get any Pixelate bonuses. So Fairy Wind is something we will want. 1, 2, and ta-da! Marky's moves changed. Yeah, a lot of folks aren't guessing Texas, but then again, this isn't my actual voice I'm using, either. Now Beautifly could use the boost. What do we got? Ah, Baniri! Unless it's a gimmick or a crippling ability. Okay. I definitely would love a lot more mainline games to behave like this, but I do have my attachment to a lot of the old mechanics. Now let's use this very conveniently placed patch of grass here. Go for the back. Perfect. Remember, you've caught without being spotted. Simple enough mechanic. Ooh. Psyduck was always one of my favorites. In fact, the first shiny I ever found was the Golduck. In the Safari Zone. And it ran away from me. And I was a very, very sad tiny Xander. Wait, did they remove the physical special split as well? No, because they have the individual, they have the different stats, too. Psyduck's having a wonderful jolly old time. But what if you were, perchance, distracted? Grab a 1 there. Ah, just a hypothetical. I was about to be very, very upset. Gonna have to go back to the days of my Latios using Dragon Claw as a special attack. Yeah, Golduck doesn't get much of a difference with being shiny. What was the first shiny I owned? First one I actually managed to keep was a Budu I hatched. More Wurmples. Might actually be apt to change up our team pretty soon. Although, since this is the beginning of the game, we're mostly getting redundancies with all the water and normal types. Oh, I didn't see that. I wonder if this will skip a KO, or if this will leave you on... Okay, yeah, that's the whole KO. Welcome to the class, Michael. I'm very, very happy to have you. Anytime we meet new folk, it's very, very heartwarming. In fact, my success has been exponential, and I feel really, really confident about this channel's growth lately. Attack and defense buffs being homogenized is not really that bad. Interesting, we've already had someone assigned as Ponyta this game. That is another thing. If there's any Pokemon that you see that you'd like to be named after yourself, do bring it up. We're going to make this a very cohesive adventure. Everyone is part of the team. For the moment, I'm just using a diverse range of types, but over time I'm bound to be using a lot of the different Pokemon we've obtained. Though, I try to spread out typing as much as possible. Which is why I think we have entirely unique types so far. I'd be very open to explaining fighting game mechanics. In fact, one of the ideas I've had as of late is to do that as a collaboration subject. For our Guilty Gear Strive days, go ahead and find someone who wants to get into fighting games and teach them about mechanics. That actually coincides with the game dev project I mentioned earlier. I'm taking a Smash Bros. Engine with rollback and trying to implement more traditional fighting mechanics with it. Can't guarantee myself playing DDFZ anytime soon. But, Under Night and King of Fighters are both games I love a lot. Though I never found... Oh. Darn. I never found a main for me in Under Night. That's a game I very much hope to revisit sometime in the future. Ah, another Silcoon. Not really much of an issue. Yeah, I love Under Night mechanically. It's like kind of a midpoint between Guilty Gear and King of Fighters. So I should love it, I just never really found what specific character I wanted to play. For the longest time I was waiting out for, Enkidu to show up. And then it turned out he was just a button mash character. Welcome, Bruno. I'm not really an Under Night player, since I haven't ever found a main. I never kept up with it more than, say, 12 hours. But it is a game I'd like to get back to sometime in the future. Hopefully, it gets better netcode sometime. Ah, that's another big issue. Yeah, ever since I've been pampered lately with the advent of rollback netcode, it's going to be very, very hard for me to go back to a game with delay. Another Shinx, all the way out here. Yeah, delayed kills it. Ooh, Luxio. Wonder if we have any specific tasks for you. They are different. Number caught, number defeated. Ground type moves, bite, and the like. So, Geodude, I got a little mission for ya. Rock and roll. At least the type chart's the same. Mud Slap's probably not going to do much damage. Yeah, it has a very low base power. I haven't been to the locals around here. By the time I was gearing up to go towards any of the locals, that's when the whole thing hit. Early 2020. I'm sure you all know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't mention it by name because the YouTube algorithm does scan for that, not that it would necessarily hinder the channel, given how small we are. Ooh, Tekken 6. Classic. What was the first fighter I played in arcades? It would have been like 2005. And that actually was a Tekken there, just as well. Yeah, you don't have to mention anything. It's not your bad. Nothing's your fault here. Just me attempting to relate. I do plan on hitting up the locals, since things seem to be kind of settling down. I don't keep up enough with Accent Core. That's another game I gotta play. But keeping the focus to deal with Slayer's Links, that's going to be quite the undertaking. But yeah, I have actually played, I think it's about 90 hours of Accent Core. I'm a Slayer main, actually we did have a tournament run sometime earlier, but that one went very cleanly 0-2. I need to fight my friends in that game more. And actually learn it on the Mixbox. I haven't really played it since I picked that up. Yeah, that's right. Kill your brother. Get some rocks. Order Soul, wonderful choice. I really should do something other than Strive one of these days. Though that's just generally our best performing fighting game. And the one I can show off the most in. Yeah, I really need to get back in the habit of playing Slayer. Luckily, the timing of button presses does carry over pretty well. So all that time I spent labbing Slayer's very, very tight links still carries over to the Mixbox. I think the first fighting game I played in an arcade would have been one of the old Tekkens. It was around 2005 or so. It was a very small bean. Wait, I don't need you to grab that. Yeah, I love Strive. I love it to death. I understand the complaints against it, though. Though I might be... Ooh! Machop. Hello there. Beautifly has the best type matchup here. I imagine Machop is probably a little aggressive. Or at least not so passive that we can take it down and capture it without a fight. Wow, Beautifly is powerful. So, never mind then. We'll have to rock that one more time with a weaker move. I understand the complaints that people have about Strive, and they're completely valid. Though, they affect me a bit less because I already try to play relatively complex characters. So I don't really feel the excessive simplicity from playing characters such as Gold Lewis, or, since we picked him up on Friday, Zato. Sky Tumblestone. Wonder what's different there. That is not my inventory button. Don't need you. By monstrous as well as dragon. I don't know that that's relevant yet, though. We can go ahead and make good use of this one. Give you off to Z here. Must be used for a different type of ball. Yeah, I usually try to get characters that have really complex inputs. Getting all that articulation with my fingers is definitely the part that makes me enjoy fighting games so much. It's empowering to actually have all those difficult combos and then be able to pull them off. Which is why I play Slayer with his very, very difficult links in Accent Core. As well as Gold Lewis, which I picked up a mix box to change my entire control scheme for that character. All the Behemoth Typhoon stuff is nuts, but more importantly, fun. I wonder... Oh, hey! Rock and roll, Geodude. Now that was a performance. Where does that leave us? Is this the shortcut back? It's a slightly different area we haven't traversed much yet. Uh-oh. I do like the large amounts of special moves that you can get from older games. Though I do kind of understand the design philosophy behind Strive. In a lot of older fighting games, having that many special moves can lead to either a homogeneous roster, if everyone basically gets a DP and a command grab, or some moves not being useful. If your character has a lot of different moves that have different purposes, it's very difficult to find a unique use for every single one of them. Get the Magikarp. Was there one in the water here? Ooh, you're right. I didn't see you earlier. Do we have a fishing rod? Not in our list of key items. I'm a little hesitant to risk throwing a Pokeball all the way up there, but we might have to go ahead and give that a try. Yeah, it's difficult having like 25 characters and giving them all like 7 or 8 different special moves. Most of the ones in Strive have like 4 or 5, which is still pretty good for baseline. No way I can toss a ball that far. Maybe we find a Magikarp closer to the shore. Heck, we could even try going for the snipes. Check this out. Hop our little way up here. And I'll guess right about there. Really? Okay, so we hit him, but... I guess we don't get to capture him? We might actually have to have a fishing rod. I would count Behemoth Typhoon as 8 different specials. Every single one of those moves has a vastly different function. It's not like, say, Stun Edge you can easily think of as one special because both of them are a horizontally traveling fireball, just at different speeds. But Behemoth Typhoon has... oh, they do have a max distance. Very well. So it is going to be a bit of a hassle to capture those Magikarps. every Behemoth Typhoon has a vastly different purpose. They definitely count as very different special moves. And heck, even if you were counting every variant of a special move as unique, then Goldlewis would still have a lot of them, wouldn't he? A lot of other folks might have one or two special moves with, say, one or two variations. But if you counted up, let's say Kai is a good baseline. He has 2 stun edges, 2 vapor thrusts, Forger Arc, Dire Clot, and Fun Dipper. That's 7 total, I believe, right? That would be less than Behemoth Typhoon in total. Not even counting the uses of the minigun or Skyfish and Thunderbird, that's what their names were. And I definitely count the different strengths of Skyfish and Thunderbird as still the same special move. But yeah, every Behemoth Typhoon has a very specific purpose, and that's actually one reason I enjoy the character. It's not just like slightly different frame traps, every one of them has different uses in combos, or set play, or Oki, or frame traps. One rant I will never get over, Aaron, is just how much 3D platformers don't work. It's always been kind of a ridiculous thing to ask of you in Elden Ring. Which is something I should have scheduled for this week. We'll see. I might actually try to use as much of my spare time as possible to focus on that game dev project. Rumor that Revelator would be getting rollback because crossplay's coming to Strive. I doubt it. I don't feel like we're getting rollback in Rev for at least until 2024. Maybe. It would really cut into a lot of Strive's potential profit margins, I'd feel. And welcome, Mook Boy. Welcome. But yeah, if Exard gets rollback, I'm probably never touching Strive again. Heihyun is Bayhyun. If I could just play that character in Strive, I'd drop Goldlewis. Heihyun is everything I ever wanted in a character. Did we ever catch a Stantler? I don't think we did. Right, we never caught or engaged them in combat. So, let's make a little change right here and now. Ah, we've been spotted. Now that I believe, I'm pretty sure Under Night's getting rollback very, very soon. It's come to BlazBlue, it's come to Guilty Gear. So I think it's only a very small matter of time. After all, that's... let's see, we have... Well, now, ever since DBFC and Grand Blue, we have more anime fighters. But back, I'd say 3 or 4 years ago, I'd consider that the third of most popular anime fighters. Yeah, not clear, but whichever one comes out next. Which might have a character I'm looking for. If I went back, who would I pick up? Probably Yuzu. Ah, we're back up here again. So that's where that tunnel led. We've kind of gotten a big loop at this point. This is the open world Pokemon experience we've been waiting for. let's go ahead and actually try to catch one of these skittish little deer. Lull you into a false sense of security. And then go right in. Amen. Another little task done. No fall damage. Yet. We might have more if we fall from a crater height, though. Let's not test that too much. Now we have a very interesting case with the rollback discussion on Xard. That game's based in the Unreal Engine, I believe, which might make it pretty difficult to execute. Strive was built from the ground up with rollback in mind, and Accent Core is old enough that basically you can emulate the entire game and have so many save states. Xard's in kind of a really weird center point, where it's too complex to just easily save state everything, but also doesn't have the code designed specifically to accommodate it. I've taken a look at all the code that is there in that platform fighter engine, and basically you have to have a central tracker doing all of the drawing and rendering functions for every character. You can't have every character like manage their own variables. You basically have to have one center point handling everything, because that's how you get things to interact and play back inputs and save states. You know, I really should head up locals. One of our other viewers actually lives a pretty relatively close distance away, roughly an hour or so. Perhaps I might meet them in person someday. If we ever happen to be at the same local, and well, both of us are playing very uncommon characters, so it shouldn't be that difficult to identify them. Yeah, it is a huge... Oh, a critical hit. Very well then. That's a bit frightening. Beautifly should be able to handle this. Yeah, it was Accent Core that specifically added the taking control of replays feature. And damn is that powerful. We're getting ganged up on. How egregious. Well, lucky for you, you happen to be on low health, so let's do this real quick. Seth's a really cool character. I'd probably have a better envisioning of who I'd want to play if I knew more about the game altogether. Really, I just saw Enkidu and was like, hey, I want to play this character. Alright, James, time to shine. Breaking fingers, you say? That's just the kind of character I'm looking for. Were they the one with all the spiderwebs at play, or am I thinking of someone else? A lot of the names I remember out of Under Night kind of cross over. As you can guess, I didn't familiarize myself with the game that much. So a lot of character names I might mix up. Let's go ahead and get our squad back up to health. Byakuya was the one with the spiderwebs. Seth was the one with the, beast pet, right? Or am I completely misremembering everything? which also wouldn't surprise me. Oh, who's looking over here? So that's the one with the orbs. No, not Waldstein. I remember Waldstein's the grappler. The, person with the glasses in the book, who I think was a puppet fighter? It was like a wolf or a dog of some sort. Yeah, I remember a lot of functions from seeing gameplay, but I can't remember a lot of their names. Maybe not. Level 30's a... Oh. Actually, with the quadruple weakness, we should be able to handle this one, right? As long as Daywat doesn't expire immediately. I do have a wired connection. And there's probably some other folks around here that I could fight. Okay, that was a very bad idea. Yep, let's get out of here. Out of here. Out of here. Ooh, what's this? No space for a chestoberry. Never mind, we're gonna get stone-edged immediately. Keep running, and we should be safe over here. Sorry, Daywat. That was... irresponsible of me. I basically handed you an exam for a lesson I never taught. Now, hopefully, we'll have Machop in here again. I imagine this isn't one of those games that has that long of a respawn time, right? Or are they completely gone until we rest or leave the area? No, they're still here. So, do Beautifly again. This time... Chaos! That was the name! Yeah, Chaos was the one I was talking about. You know, I really should do a lot more opening on this channel. We've had such a full schedule lately. It's wild. Oh, please don't expire. Ooh, what a find. Darn. How unfortunate. Oh well, we'll just give it another try here. Run it back. Tackle. And do a one more. And that should be good, right? Let's do it. Now, would any of our fighting game players like to be the fighting type? And by that, I mean the fighting type. Times you've seen it use Rock Smash. Let's go for another. We're gonna need a few turns, so go ahead and buff up that defense. Well done. Well tanked. Start with the Poison Sting first to ramp up that passive damage. Ah, and that will skip the defensive buffs. And now we're pretty much out of revives, aren't we? Head on in there, Mikey. Pretty sure you'll be able to tank this jump. Oh, right, Bullet Punch. That was a very bad idea. Regular. Let's get this to work. Wonderful. Well, we've definitely done a lot of grinding. Seems like a lot of our mons are kind of in trouble right now. Get one more bit of medicine. We are now out of revives, but we shouldn't need any more, right? Let's head straight up to that trial and see what's going on. I'd like to be relatively thorough, catching anyone and everyone we can find. Just getting a nice little bit of, well, spread out progress on our Pokédex. Elden Ring Night doing cooperation with viewers would be wonderful. We'll see. I'd like to get a lot of work done on that, fighting game dev project. And I would like to show that off sometime soon. I'll let you in on a secret. The entire streaming thing here is mostly a marketing campaign. For Switch emulator for Uni. Hello, let's go. I definitely would pick that game up if it had rollback. Haha, pathetic. This is what a real move looks like. Alright, let's head back to the Erd tree here and see what avatar we find. Ah, right, we haven't ever caught the combi either. We can probably afford to do that. Seems they are relatively peaceful. And he's gone. And backstab! Beautiful, beautiful. In fact, let's do it again, shall we? Ooh. Is that a larger one than usual? I can't quite tell. Seems like a lot of these are male, but that could be expected. It's the female ones that level up. Or evolve, not level up. Vespiquen was such a unique idea for Pokemon. Had 3 signature moves, but never really did that much. Ah, Tia's still scalding. Wait, I don't think I turned off the pot. Let me, check that, actually. I'd like it to not be scalding when I go back to it. So, consider this our official hour into the stream break. I'll see you all in just a few minutes. Ah, perfect. Indeed, we will no longer have scalding hot tea destroying Professor. Now, just a short trip over here. Let's keep an eye out for a female. Oh, hello there. One of my old favorites. Luxio can probably withstand an attack. No, not the tree. Well, this is the first time we are actually going to be in trouble of getting hurt. Ooh, wow, that is powerful. So let's go ahead and start with a... Fire Fang should do a lot of damage, but might not KO. Never mind then. Wow, that is some damage. Yeah, let's just skip getting KO'd here. I would like to have that encounter again. Maybe there's a few around here. Any more? Ah, Vivi Choke. We could definitely use that. Craft a revive with that in a moment. Doesn't look like they're going to let us up here. There we go. Now, what could be in this tree? Probably more bees. Male, again. Go ahead and resist that, and then hit back with a rock-type attack. Indeed, lots of bees. Three bees, kind of. Or is it one bee with three faces? Like, I get that Magneton is very clearly supposed to be 3 Magnemite, but is Combi 3 different Pokemon? Or what's the difference? Well done, my boy. Ah, more Scythers. So, we know they have Silver Wind. Let's see, do we have anything that resists both Bug and Flying? I can't remember. Does Rock resist Bug? I don't think it does. I think we'll just have to use Betafly. Who'd still get hurt by flying attacks. James, I think you might have saved us. I'd actually have you go out there. Get a little bit of healing on Luxio first. Now, riddle me this. Why does Fairy resist Bug? Do this again. Male again. I think it's actually like a... Yeah, that's a neutral hitting attack. So Rock does not resist Bug. Let's be hilarious though, Aaron. Or proper Aaron. Bees nuts is hilarious. I cannot call any fault for that whatsoever. Now, I'd like to have about 20 of these, please. So let's get to work. Baby Doll Eyes had a chance of lowering attack, I think, right? There it was. Welcome back, Queen Gemini. Hope things are okay with you. Scyther's hitting hard. And that was what we were looking to resist. Look at all that damage that it didn't do. What's up, Queen Gemini? Ah, so close. Let's make sure Jane... I think he can survive one more hit. Hit him with a Swift, which should probably be weaker. Ah! I'm trying to avoid that. Don't have school Thursday through Monday. If I remember, one of my European friends was talking about how basically it's their Easter over there. Wait. Was Easter this Friday? I keep mixing up Easter. I feel like it's later April, isn't it? I'm not sure. Let's try a different strategy this time. Though Scyther is hardly the Pokemon I'd imagine to be herbivorous. Is it gonna work? Beautiful! Absolutely beautiful. Easter is this upcoming weekend, so I completely forgot and lost track of time. Well, that is wonderful news for everyone. Let's go ahead and make this a very wonderful weekend, then. How good's this Scyther? Maybe not a good idea. Let's, skip that and probably go to the boss fight here. Right, we have a run button, and I keep forgetting about it. Now, you better restore my stats before we get into any important fight here. Who's this nutcase? I'm Leon of the Pearl Clan, the Warden de Cleavor, Lord of the Woods. And you. I've already deduced that you've come here to meet Cleavor. I'm right, aren't I? Of course I am. I can see it so clearly. After all, the powerfully awesome Cleavor has become even more awesomely powerful. Perhaps that strange lightning the other day was Almighty Sinnoh's divine power. But whatever it was, it struck my lord and left him imbued with awesome might. So I must turn you away, even if it pains me. It's too dangerous for you to meet Cleavor right now. Nonsense. I'll do anything. Oh, such earnest desire to meet mighty Cleavor. I have to admit, I'm struck by your passion. But, well, I'm afraid your passion is not the real issue here. I've been told in no uncertain terms by Irida that I am to let no one near Cleavor. I will fight you off myself if you insist. If you wish to avoid battle, withdraw now while you still can, or face the wrath of my Gumi. Nah, I think we can do it. You don't even realize I'm turning you away for your own safety. How sad you are. Go, Gumi, and see if you can ooze very uncomfortable choice of words some good sense over this foolish troublemaker. Maybe don't lead with the weakened rock type. Oh, this should be a cakewalk. Unfortunately, Geodude will not be having a slice. James saves the day once again. Easy. Ah, that deserves a nice spot of tea. How can this be? I may have been defeated, but my point still stands. It's too dangerous to meet Cleavor now. The only welcome you'll get if you approach him is a flurry of devastating blows. Normally, I'd simply try making him an offering. A nice heaped helping up his 2 favorite foods, served up with respect by his loyal warden. That's me, of course, is usually enough to please him and soothe the prickliest of moods. But even I, Cleavor's loyal warden, can't get close enough to give any offerings now. Not with the way Cleavor is rampaging and running amok. There's nothing that an outsider like you can do. The ancestors of Cleavor, Weirdeer, and their cohort drew on Almighty Sinnoh's own power to protect Pokemon and people alike. So it's said. It's by their grace that our clan, that any of us, still lives in vast Hisui today. Irida, what are you doing here? Protect Xander with the power of minty freshness. As you say, Cleavor's grown stronger, but I'm afraid that strength poses a problem for us. Welcome, Ismail. If he was indeed struck by lightning, could the bolts have been sent by the false Sinnoh that the Diamond Clan bows to? Cleavor means so much to our clan. I'd hoped we could bring the situation under control ourselves, not throw our hands up and ask some outsider for help. But we must save Cleavor from this frenzy. Every moment it continues, the danger grows. If more people in Pokemon are attacked, it will lead to conflict with both the Diamond Clan and Galaxy Team. You, stranger from beyond the sky, tell me, could you Galaxy people actually fix all this? Could an outsider actually find a way to quell our Lord's frenzy? I'll figure something out. That's what I'm here for.
Engineer game and appear.
Close. Actually, never mind. You'd technically be most accurate, since I liken myself to an engineer, inventor of machines. Welcome, Nathan. Good evening. Happy to see you. Very well. Leanne and I will gather foods that please Cleavor, in hopes that we might be able to get close enough to give him a proper offering. As for you, find a way to quell his frenzy, even if you must search every corner of vast Hisui. We're just about to engage our encounter here. Your arc phone's beeping. A mysterious power now enables you to return to base camps in an instant. I thought we already did this. Very well. Let's head back. We have quite a bit of crafting to do. Though allegedly, there's a mission for us to begin over here at the original campsite. No chance for me to directly rest.
Good to see you, Xander. And how is your research in Cleavor going? Swimmingly, I expect. Oh ho, is that so? Now that's quite the tidbit. So a serving of his favorite foods will normally make Cleavor quite agreeable. Is that it? I need to mull this over back at the laboratory. You should come along too, dear boy.
Yeah, how's that for a mark of progress? It's a smartphone isekai. I'm glad I have not watched a single one of those anime. The entire premise would make me vomit. Wasn't there one, or I'd imagine there's actually quite a few of them where it's like, oh hey, you're in a fantasy world, but lucky for you, you have a solar-powered phone with access to the internet in a fantasy land. It's disgusting. I see one of those looks to be a res emote. I can't identify the other. I see you've been enjoying the community, Nathan. Yes, we always do voice acting around here. In fact, that's the status quo. This isn't my real voice. I don't know if I can do spy as well. Spy game? No. Spy game? No, not quite. No, I can't imagine off the top of my head. I have no idea how to do a spy voice. So, maybe in the future. A voice acting stream would definitely be fun. Chaos is a maybe. Carmine, probably not. Seth is also a very good shot, but they're like one of the, fast rushdowning characters, right? I definitely can't do the scout voice.
So, according to the information you were able to learn from Irida and Leanne of the Pro Clan, were this the normal course of events, that frenzied Cleavor would be calmed by a nice serving of his two favorite foods. I do wonder.
Yeah, I don't like playing super edgelord characters like that. Carmine with all the blood is... pass. Not my aesthetic. I try to go for function and aesthetics for any of the character I play. Gotta be a character I vibe with, you know?
Is it possible that aromas or some other components of these foods might combine in a way that could not only calm Cleavor, but draw him back from this frenzy? But, by your own report, even Cleavor's warden, who looks after Cleavor and knows him well, cannot approach him in his current state. It would be a fool's gambit to get close enough to offer him food. Give me a moment, if you would. I need some time to ponder on this. There ought to be something in my research notes that can help us.
It's been such a long time since I played TF2. Maybe it would be appropriate to arrange a really big Highlander collab. That would be interesting. 9v9 doing TF2.
Eureka! We'll simply have to throw the food. You've quite the arm for throwing things, haven't you, Xander? Might I suggest you take Cleavor's favorite foods and throw them at the Pokemon?
Nah, he doesn't have the engineer voice. That would be...
A lot more of a southern drawl as he speaks.
No, there I am slurring the words again. Nah, not quite.
Yes, it's all coming together. We can use our skill in Pokeball crafting to shape Cleavor's beloved foods into balls, then throw them to achieve the same calming effect, but from afar. A brilliant idea, if I say so myself. As for what to call these yummy projectiles, well, how about tea time balls? Puts one in mind of a nice relaxing afternoon tea, does it not?
Can't mention it without taking a sip. Why wouldn't you simply call them Laventon balls, Professor? Professor?
Oh my, with that name, it'd sound like I'm the one being launched at our frenzied friend. In any case, we can rely on the Pearl Clan to gather the necessary foodstuffs, correct?
We gotta bleem Cleavor in the back of the head. Boom, headshot. Then you should get back to the Grand Cherry Arena and let the Pro Clan know our plan.
If you're off to Grand Cherry Arena, best set out from the Heights camp, eh?
Now, we can go talk to, what's her name? Silene. We should have one more update to our rank, I believe. Is she not here? Or am I in the wrong place? This isn't the front. This looks a lot more like the back. With plenty of door that we don't have anything to do with. And the exit isn't there, so we'll probably around the back. Let's not get ourselves too distracted now. There's allegedly some task to undertake right here. Ah, that was the below floor. Ishmael, don't lie to me. There is no heavy update. Our investigation for the commander will grind to a halt if you become incapacitated, recruit. I should like to avoid that outcome. I imagine you would as well, since it would mean losing the food and shelter we provide for you. If you have progress to report, I will judge its worthiness. Show me your Pokédex. Check this out. Hit him with a chair, WWE style. Watch out, watch out, watch out! Give him the people's elbow. You've made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. Hooray! We're a second-rate trainer now. Or are we more of a researcher first? With this, you have officially attained the rank of second star in the Galaxy Expedition team. You can now use feather balls. Pokemon up to level 30 will also obey your orders. The rewards you earn for your survey reports will be more generous now too. Have these as well. They are further recipes you'll need for crafting. Obtained recipe for feather balls. Ah, a potion and a pep-up plant. So we do have a very good use for those. Continue to dedicate yourself to completing the Pokédex if you hope to raise higher in the ranks. I wonder, how much is our... Well, we're just so close to the next one! Ooh, Galaxy Fox Raid! Welcome everyone, welcome! We just got our second star, and we are on our way to get a deal with Cleavor. Welcome everyone, welcome! I assume a lot of you are here for the first time, so introductions are in proper order. Salutations everyone. My name is Xander Turing. I am a professor Vtuber, mostly who focuses on fighting games and weird quirky indie games, usually roguelikes. I try to maintain a relaxed and informative atmosphere, and we're currently on our way through the earlier stages of Pokemon here. Schedule is up on Twitter and Discord. Later this week we are also doing, what's the list? Tomorrow, I believe. I already forgot tomorrow. I know Wednesday was Franbo and Thursday was Hollow Knight. Oh, of course, tomorrow's the most important day. That's our return to Halo 2 Legendary with Dr. Cave. We have a collaboration there as well, so if you like me, your attendance on Tuesday, you'll essentially have me twice, as I'll be collaborating with my associate Dr. Cave, who has a number of similar mannerisms. And welcome everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. Now, is there anyone worth trading out? Ah, Beautifly. You've been absolutely beautiful, but unfortunately, there's another bug flying type I like significantly more. Did anyone want to take up the Machop reins? What room do we have for a fighting type? We actually have a really nice type balancing so far. I don't know who'd I'd replace. Fighting and steel offensively. And do please speak up if there is a Pokemon in particular you'd like to have named after yourself. We're doing one of those runs, but we have a lot more Pokemon we'll be finding further along. Ooh, Growlithe is a wonderful choice. We don't have one yet, do we? I should probably keep a more formal list for who we might find in the future. You might have to remind me. Right, we don't have a Growlithe yet. Too early on. Yeah, Nathan. I've seen you in a lot of my peers' chats, and in my time in the VTuber community, I really feel like this is the little spot where I have a sense of belonging. Absolutely wonderful folks, and everyone supporting each other. I, however, often have the issue of, unfortunately, forgetting to raid other people at the end of my streams. So that's a habit I'm having to get into as well. Though we've only been receiving raids recently. Success really took off starting in February. Always try to find other people to send raids to. Absolutely wonderful. I'll have to get in the habit of myself. In fact, it might be responsible to get a bit of preemptive planning in here. Who the heck else is streaming tonight? Ooh. Have quite a few wonderful... Ooh. Who likes Inscription? Oh, wait. Orion's playing Zelda. That would be a wonderful idea. We'll make a reconsideration when it's time to begin. So, let's go ahead and try to see a couple of move changes here. Let's buff up Scyther. Ooh. Calm Mind. Interesting. Not what I expected you to have. Focus Energy, Swift, Rock Smash. Nothing too special there just yet. Does Daywat get anything? Ooh, Magical Leaf. We actually don't have a grass type attack yet. Calm Mind would also be a very... We have 6,000. Let's not go overboard. Also, no telling who we stick with. Luxio doesn't get any new options, right? Correct. Those are all still the same. Ooh, now that's a good choice. Yeah, Bulldoze will be super easy. And yeah, let's go ahead with Scyther again. Shame, he's got all these technician setups, but no actual technician ability. False Swipe is actually a very niche but very usable idea. Let's go ahead and do that if we're trying to catch anything specific in the future. Plus, it was cheap. No issue picking it up. Attacking moves or bust. Well, that might be the case if you weren't talking to an expert. There's actually a lot of different strategies to use, and a lot of depth to go along with it. When I was a child, I definitely did only attacking moves, but since then I've gotten a better grasp of how to do a lot of proper combat. Though it's too early in the game for us to have very wide movesets. Also raises the user's action speed, or never misses. Oh, you have False Swipe as well. Well, double it up then. We'll do that for now. It's not like there's any issue swapping them out later. Aqua Jet has a nice bit of mixed utility. You don't have anything new yet. Geodude. Indeed, Oshawott is my favorite out of the starting roster we have here. And also, the starter I happened to pick in, Black and White. A favorite of mine. Ah, you wanted Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's another choice. I picked Cyndaquil in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, just as well. Do you have any other moves here? False Swipe for later. Right, we get Hisuian forms. It's not going to make much of a difference changing Quick Attack here. This is a blind playthrough. For the most part, I've actually been spoiled on what Cleavor is, since this is so early into the game. But for the most part, I don't know what happens. I've actually been completely out of the Pokemon loop since Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I skipped over Sword and Shield completely, and don't exactly have the best of aspirations to return to them. Oh, who are you? Right, it was Mai. Mai, again being a Pokemon. That Galaxy Hall is one fine building, even from the outside. The Galaxy team certainly got themselves a grand headquarters, I'll give them that. I say this needs another sip of tea. Oh, yes. I came because I had some news that I thought you might be interested in. Better you actually see what's going on, though. Let's head to... what did you end up calling it? The Heights Camp. Ah, loading screen, and there would actually be the proper time for a drink. I am finding myself woefully addicted to the black pomegranate tea here. I forgot. What was the snarky, obnoxious voice we gave him? I spoke to Wordeer about what's been going on. I told him how you've been trekking all over the Fieldlands and seeking a way to quell Cleaver's frenzy. All this from someone who's not even part of our clan or the Pearl clan. Just some wanderer who fell through a rift into this world. And hearing that, well, you can see how he responded. I trust you appreciate it. Wordeer's found you worthy, you see, which means you'll need to have a flute like we have. Mind demonstrating for him, Mai? Any dude wearing earrings has to sound snarky. This is important, so listen well. Please tell me I'm not gonna have to play Ocarina of Time up in this bitch. That's a Celestica flute that Mai just played. It's a precious tool that can be used to call upon Wordeer, so you can ride upon him. It said the Celestica flutes were gifts from Almighty Sinnoh itself, and now, this one's yours. Marvelous. It's not that grand a gesture, really. I can't play the flute for the life of me. See if you can play that melody. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, start a little bit early. Ocarina of Time was good.
Skyrim horse obtained. Game blowed wide open.
Indeed, now we actually get to travel. Received the Mind Plate from Wordeer. Interesting. Does Wordeer happen to be a psychic type? I'd imagine you'd be ice, maybe, given the whole Santa-looking aspect. Now, use that Celestica flute wisely and gallop across the land with the great Wordeer. You've got a frenzied Pokemon to quell at Grand Jury Arena, haven't you? With Wordeer, you can gallop across the Fieldlands in no time. Indeed. Press the plus button to summon a Pokemon to ride on. Let's get schmoovin', shall we? Right, it'll be... Wait, what do we still have to do here? No. I am not currently interested in your balloon shenanigans. Right, we might want to craft some revives before we depart. So let's handle that real quick. Ideal for catching nimble Pokemon or Pokemon that fly in the air. Well, it couldn't hurt. We still have plenty of Pokeballs, but we might want a few more heavies. Skyrim horse. Trademark. I can't wait for us to get to the Skyrim playthrough. Second to when we eventually do Spore, that's probably going to be the magnum opus. Got access to the collision-ignoring deer. So presumably we can bound over great mountains with this. And also just completely disengage from most folks' shenanigans. Unfortunately, fall damage is still an issue to watch out for. So we'll have to be very careful. Ah, no balls on horseback. This ain't your father's Elden Ring. Which makes me consider, we didn't explore very far over here. What if we have anything new? Seems like this is just going roughly back to the area where we started, right? Yeah, nothing too special here. So, let us proceed. I imagine Were-Deer is, well, not the best at traversing water, right? We're ignoring colliders and jumping up mountains, dear. The second. What a name. Indeed, lots of scientific discoveries to be made. And up the mountains we go. Yeah, I'm very happy they're spicing up a lot of old Pokemon designs. That's one of my favorite things to see happen, is new generation comes out, and we get some interesting... Well, never mind. Looks like we are blocked off from going over here. Suggesting that we science by jumping directly into the water. Well, there's certainly discoveries to be made. And an island to be found, so a 1, a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. This is a very bad idea. Lo and behold, Xander Turing is dead. Let's rock that again and head off in a relatively different direction. Doesn't look like there's any new discoveries to be made over here on this edge. The pink fog, I assume, is an bridge doof. We don't have enough Bidoofs, do we? Or do we need just the one? I think that's a discovery we can go ahead and try next stream. Do I have to have the Bidoofs with me? I know we had a few prior, but I don't know if we can just, you know, carry all the extra balls in the pocket. I also sync pretty reliably too. Several. A full team would be best. Then we'll do that exploration another time. Right now, we have tasks to get to. Wait, what sort of food did we need to be crafting? Although we might make that discovery soon. I used to be very buoyant, but I have been losing a lot of weight since last year. Quite proud of my progress. Okay, we've been discovered. We can't just turn this around, can we? I'd be very happy to have a Knuckles TV show. That would be a riot. Welcome, SMG5. And that is barely any damage whatsoever. Though Geodude is also quite resistant. We might be here a while. True. I was trying to avoid directly discussing the nuances behind why women tend to be buoyant. This is not the channel for that. Oh dear. Let's get you a little bit of healing, shall we? And do try to avoid the critical hits in the future. Indeed, I try to be as proper as I can. Not quite say so because I do occasionally drop a swear word. But I try to be as benign as possible. Let's go for another tackle, shall we? And... oh right, we have the feather ball, which means this should be a guarantee. Really? You're kidding me. Run it back, I need to see that happen. There we go. If at first you don't succeed, use more balls. Yeah, secondary water typing. Completely accurate. I'm a psychic electric type, by the way. I need to get engaged more with the Pokemon playing part of the Vtuber community. I dug my heels quite well in the VFGC, but I'd like to get a lot more Pokemon stuff done. Although I imagine there's quite a bit of overlap. Like, a good 70% of the folks I've talked to have discussed that they also have a history trying to do competitive Pokemon. Let's give you a little razzle-dazzle. Hey, look! Food! Do it again. You're a very fast eater. No, look over there. There's food right there. Look. Berry. Get the honey. Oh, it homes in. And there's the big one. Yeah, let's not die here, please. You know, funny enough, I've done a lot of the competitive stuff, but I haven't ever done a Nuzlocke run, which will definitely be part of the future of this channel. If it was a game I was already relatively familiar with, that's something I'd do. Yeah, I really want to pick up more Pokemon content. It's so difficult getting stream stuff out because there's so much to stream. I have such a huge list to attend to. Let's ignore the Scyther. Although with a single rock slide, we might be able to defeat it. Thing is, our Geodude probably wouldn't survive an attack. Hey, Scyther, look! It's Honey! Honey works on bug types, right? Or did I completely misremember it? Yeah, bugs and Really? It's just not going to work like that. Come on. Come here. I'm sorry, I love Scyther. Definitely lots of stuff to stream. You stick with Pokemon for now because they're low intensity on the computer and appeal to a lot of people. I've been looking to pick it up for a long time. My biggest issue is I've been trying to find what people are searching for. I've done a number of different streams for games right when they came out, but unfortunately, Uh-oh. Found myself awakening to the truth that most people aren't going to watch a small streamer when a new big game comes out. After all, they're busy paying attention to the people who have much more clout, so I've gotten a lot better progress from clout off of Guilty Gear, for one thing. That's niche enough that people are looking for it, and there's not many VTubers doing Guilty Gear stuff on YouTube. Mostly it's on Twitch. So that's actually the best success I've had so far. Pokemon I felt like wouldn't have enough people searching for it, but it does seem to occupy a little niche area that I might be able to claw some success out of. So you say that you Galaxy people came with a method to try to quell Lord Cleaver's frenzy. True. I don't worry about numbers either, but I am concerned about growth. And right now, I sit at a very comfortable point. But the first 3 or 4 months of streaming, where I only had like 2 viewers who were both friends I knew beforehand, it did feel like a waste of my time, not because I wasn't enjoying it, but because I have some relatively productive ambitions. A discussion that we had earlier this stream is I actually have a game dev project I'm working on. And one of the reasons I'm picking up the streaming thing is to try to do some networking for getting it out there, rather than just making something with absolutely no one looking for it. Sorry, Taco, I picked Oshawott. You know, that's the second Outer Wilds suggestion that we've had. I'll put it on the list. You know what? I think I'll put that up in the Discord. Are you there on the Discord, Aaron? I can't remember, but if not, there is a link in the YouTube description below. And for those of you on Twitch, there should be a link in the yeah, there's a social media link there. I'm not necessarily trying for affiliate, but the biggest thing I've concerned myself with is not with it's not numbers, but it's not like how many numbers I have, but I always want to have some sort of mark of progress. I do feel like I've kind of wasted my time if I'm sitting here playing a game for 3 hours and haven't really introduced myself to new folk. Mostly because a lot of the time I'd be using for streaming, I'd like to also be productive with learning new skills, or the game dev project I mentioned prior. It's mostly I'm trying to be productive. I'm not using this mostly as leisure. I'm trying to do this for something I enjoy, but make a bit of progress with. I am quite the ambitious individual, so I am looking to get bigger. But yeah, I don't feel bad when I have a stream if that doesn't pull any numbers. There's still quite a few of them, which seldomly people show up to, but I do only stream stuff I enjoy. What? You'll mash up Cleaver's favorite foods in the ball so you can throw offerings at him? Well, that's quite an unorthodox approach. Yeah, collaborations would be the biggest help. And I thought about starting one this week, but we have one already lined up with Dr. Cave, and I might start piling on more next week. I'd like to do Elden Ring for collaboration stuff. Well, thank you. How do I pronounce your name? Remy Leah or Remy Lee? I do try to get the pronunciation down for all of my students. And welcome to the classroom, formally, regardless. Indeed, I'll have to follow your content as well. Yeah, no worries, Aaron. There's not a formal poll going on there, but I've had 2 separate suggestions for Outer Wilds, which is usually the... Remy Leah. Remy Leah. Remy or Rem. Noted. I'll try to get that entire pronunciation down there. But yeah, if I have a stream suggested by 2 separate unrelated people, then usually that's the mark of me trying to put it down for a game to stream. That's how we ended up with Control in December, which I still think it's one of our best streams. God, that game was wonderful. Should this guy have more of a southern drawl? You galaxy people, your inventiveness just blows me away. Just a mix of Remy and Leah. Straightforward enough. And 4 syllables. Got it. I mean, now he can make offerings to Lord Cleavor from a safe distance. I'll lend you my aid if it means we might provide Cleavor with his offering. Let's begin at once. Hold on, Leon. Don't get ahead of yourself. Whatever the plan is, you'll need Cleavor's favorite plump beans. I brought them, as promised. God, that's right. My apologies, Erida. I'd forgotten all about you. I admit, we haven't been able to solve this ourselves. We seem to have little choice but to turn to the Galaxy team. But even I still have my doubts about whether we should entrust such a thing to an outsider. These Galaxy team people don't share our customs or our values. So prove to me you're worthy to stand in the presence of our noble Pokemon. You may battle by ordering about the Pokemon you've caught in your little Pokeballs. Discord aborted. Welcome, Aaron. You know what? After the stream, I'll put up a poll. See if we have more folk looking for Outer Wilds. But on my side, I have a Pokemon as close to me as a sister, as one of my blood. Z, welcome! Good evening. If you defeat Glaceon and me, I will entrust you with Cleavor's fate. Will you battle us? Certainly. Then allow Glaceon's true strength to chill you to your depths. Well, you arrived at the perfect time, Z. I've got someone other than Geodude to take care of this issue. I recognize that baseline. Unfortunately, they don't let us choose who we send out first. Z, I do believe you'll take care of this problem. Show them a little bit of that entropic exchange of temperature. Yep, Geodude, unfortunately, will not be making progress on that. I see now. Pokeballs are simply your tools of choice, not products of disregard for Pokemon. You still understand the Pokemon that you've caught and treat them as partners. I feel better putting my trust in you now, I think. Let me see to your Pokemon's wounds. Meaning, just that one Geodude? The one you clobbered? Now, explain the Galaxy team's plan. What do you mean to do with these foods? Give him a good old-fashioned Kobe. Or would it be a yeet? There's a difference. Yeet is distance, Kobe is accuracy. Thank you very much for your help, Z. So, because you have to keep your distance, you'll mash Cleavor's favorite foods together, ball them up, and try to quell his frenzy by yeeting them at him? Interesting. So you've developed soothing balms of sorts to calm our lord. Very well. If it'll help soothe Cleavor's frenzy, let's make these balms with their very hearts and souls. Probably want to do a Kobe. Depends on how big Cleavor is. If Cleavor is the same size as other alphas, it's hard to miss. There! A veritable mountain of bombs. This should please Cleavor, if anything can. Now then, ready yourself. Now summon our mighty Cleavor, Lord of the Woods. Let's do it. Jump right in, since we got the heal. Oh, mighty Cleavor, Lord of the Woods. Though it isn't yet the time of ceremony, we've prepared an offering of your favorite things. Benevolent Lord who works his might between the heavens and the earth, we offer our gratitude, and beseech you, reveal yourself to our eyes. Listen well, Xander. Keep your focus on Cleavor. Dodging will be vital. Try to avoid his moves as you're throwing the bombs. Ah, here's our first actual boss fight, right? Not so much with that first cricket tune, I'd say. Oh. How mighty, and how golden. Ooh, now that's a design I like. So, I gotta remember the dodge button. Battling Pokemon Nobles to claim victory against a noble Pokemon in Cloud's Frenzy, you'll have to throw bombs at it until its frenzy gauge reaches 0. Manage to create an opening in the Noble's defenses, you'll be able to send out your Pokemon to battle against it. When the Pokemon battle, the Noble's guard will stay down for a brief time. During that window, bombs will be much more effective than usual, so throw as many as you can. Well, let's keep that lock on. Ah, so... send in a rock type as you are presumably a bug, right? You better survive this. Good. And give him that good old-fashioned rock slide. Ooh, well done. Wait, Stealth Rock is an attack? Or is it an attack plus a setup? I imagine we're doing this more than once. Keep it coding. Break a bottle on his head. No, I like Weevil. I don't want to do that. This is definitely a very new mechanic. Let's actually go for Daylight this time. Spread it out a little bit. And everyone. Stealth Rock is like Fire Spin or Wrap now. And honestly, I think that's a much healthier change. Always thought it was ridiculous how centralizing it was to the metagame. Super effective. So you're probably a bug and rock type then, right? Haha, gotcha. And a yeet. So we'll probably want to guide you directly into the tree. Oh, that's not good enough. Okay, it was an area of effect. Please tell me we're still very alive. Perfect. Now, trade out and... Luxio, you take care of it. Let's see, bug and rock presumably, right? Wait, what am I thinking? We usually have an indicator of what moves are super effective, right? Yeah, no difference here. So let's go for a burn. I have seen a lot of the stuff about heavy duty boots. Yeah, I've tried to pay attention to the competitive scene a little bit. R.I.P. Luxio. You did well, friend. Z, save me. I can't remember. Fire resists rock, right? But a flame wheel should still do just enough. Beautiful. Ah, so close. Hey, look over here at this tree. And I think Geodude still does best. So head on out there. Let's get some work done. Really? that move's changed too. Hit him with the rock slide. And do it again. Beautifully done. That should be it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, that is the end. Behold, the power of food. After all, you're not you when you're hungry. Aww, no progress for Luxio. We'll treat you better next time, friend, but you are far ahead of the rest of the party, so maybe it would be more noble for you to let your friends catch up. You see the insect plate. Imagine we're going for there's 17 types now, right? Or was it 18? I can't remember. What happened? Says you, James. I'd say I'd be happy having any sort of free food thrown at me. Maybe being consistently pelted wouldn't be a good idea, but if someone decided to throw Tex-Mex at me, I wouldn't complain. If it's free. Some kind of light erupted from Cleavor's body. Has Lord Cleavor's frenzied mind truly been put at ease now? No violence necessary, Nathan, indeed. Does this confirm that the strange lightning was to blame for Cleavor's unnatural power? Ah, fair, James. Very fair. Well, this is what I think after all we've seen. We know strange lightning came from out of the space-time rift the other night. Those bolts must have struck Cleavor and driven him into his frenzy, after all. The lightning came from that space-time rift? But if Almighty Sinnoh really does dwell beyond that space-time rift, then the strange lightning, it indeed was Almighty Sinnoh's power? Then, were we even right to try to interfere? I happily went along with this plan to create some bombs, as if I knew what I was doing. Like some kind of thoughtless fool. Outrageous! Calm yourself, Leon. Remember that the Lord of the Woods has not long been our protector, keeping the Pearl Clan safe from dangerous Pokemon that might harm us. Would power sent by the true Almighty Sinnoh have driven Cleavor to turn on us and attack people and Pokemon indiscriminately? I doubt it. What Xander accomplished just now, it needed to be done. I'm glad we could settle this without further strife with the Diamond Clan or the Galaxy team. If you come across other Pokemon in the grip of this painful frenzy, please help them. Elden Ring. Pain. I haven't played that game since last time we streamed it. I don't know. I might be done with that aside from potential collaborations. Yes, fine. I suppose I must concur. I apologize for becoming briefly incomposed. I'm grateful for what you've done for my lord. Please, take these, on behalf of the Pearl Clan. Consider it my apology for having spoken rudely to you earlier, and a token of my thanks. You obtained 3 citrus berries. Let me care for your Pokemon as well, in appreciation for fighting on our behalf. I think I've finally come to believe that you truly did fall out of the sky, though I still cannot imagine the reasons at play. And it seems we settled things here, though, between you and me, I wouldn't mind seeing Lord Cleaver in such a frenzy again. He was fearfully strong, after all. Very true, James. Nice catch on there. Report to Commander that you have accomplished your mission. Let's head our dandy way back. Oh, no, not the pin. Ah, we directly have to go to camp and then head home, I believe.
I see you've caught 2 Pokemon. Care to report your findings?
Maybe that's the 30 points we need.
Oh ho, seems you've made some new observations. Let's have a look then. I see. Most illuminating. I'll update our Pokédex with this new data.
Likes honey, mushrooms, beans. We'll research you a lot more soon. Hey, hey! There we go. We should now be a 3-star member.
Splendiferous results. I dare say you've earned yourself a promotion to the next rank. Best report to Captain Silene, eh? I'd get right on that if I were you. You called Lord Cleavor, you say? Oh ho! Well done and bravo, my boy. Time to head back to the village and report to Commander Kamato.
Hello, not Cynthia. I saw the light fading from the sky. You must have called the Lord Pokemon. And what do you have there? Could it be? Ah, those are 2 of the fabled plates of old. Please, let me have a look. I see, sir, there are some letters carved into them. Let's see. This one says, "Where all creation was born, that is the being's place of origin." It seems to be a phrase from a very old myth. How did you come across these? Well, you shouldn't have mentioned that to me, Taco. Now I'm actually able to understand the resemblance. I see. So you're given the plates when you impressed Weirdeer and Cleavor. That is quite something indeed. My heart is practically racing with excitement. It is my guess that you will find more plates like these scattered across Hisui. If we were to gather them all and decipher the scripts on them, we may uncover something absolutely amazing. The mysteries of the past. Oh, how they tickle my curiosity. What a joy to be alive in such times. Well, I must be on my way. Until next time. You can't see, but you're loading the cannon. Now, you see, Taco, you spelled cannon with 1 N in the middle. So that would actually imply that it is part of your VTuber lore canon, and not the cannon filled with heavy iron balls. So you've walked yourself into a corner, I'd say. Maybe off the plank, you could say. Our investigation for the commander will grind to a halt if you become incapacitated again. Saying the same stuff. The cannon. Give me that 3rd star, will you? You've made progress. It seems you've earned yourself a star. Hey! Got ourselves to 3 on the 3rd stream. Knowing the pacing here, we might end up having a star per stream. That would be fun. We can now use Great Balls, which I imagine have a better capture rate. 1 apricorn, 1 iron chunk. Yeah, I imagine it hurts a lot. It is upstairs that we should be reporting to. The Good Noodle Star, number 3. Lore's so dumb it's weaponized. Hey, if you own up to it, I'd say that's an absolute Chad move to be doing.
Well done. I have already received the reports of your exploits. You successfully quelled Cleavor's frenzy, restoring peace of mind to Hisui's people. You are a stranger to us, one who fell out of the very sky, yet you have served the Galaxy team admirably. I admit you have earned yourself some degree of recognition. but things are not settled yet. I've received word that there are other Pokemon nobles falling prey to such frenzies elsewhere, in Hisui. So, carry on with your research and survey duties, and prove that you are truly an asset to us. That is all. You are dismissed. Your fellow Survey Corps members are likely at the Wallflower. Go and join them.
No one could catch a cannonball fired out of a cannon with their bare hands. Unless it's like at the maximum distance where it's starting to decelerate, but at that point it's already dropping from gravity. Have you seen how heavy those things are? You have to actually carry them with both hands, despite their size.
Benny, old chum, the usual order. 3 servings of potato mochi, please. Oh, and if there's anything else that you'd recommend, by all means, bring it out. The whole village is gossiping.
Wait, wasn't it the, Limit Breaker's voice we used? The whole village is gossiping up a storm about your young friend here, you know. He's got quite some luck to have come back unharmed after facing off against that Cleavor.
I dare say Xander was well prepared.
Xander can stop a cannonball. Once. Welcome, Jesse. Welcome. Pleased to see another science friend in the audience today. Welcome to the classroom. Perhaps a guest speaker, you know. I'm just about to have one less game on this channel. We should be able to finish up Franbo this week. Would you be looking into a collaboration next week, Jesse? I keep getting auto-played. I'm just that wonderful. Charismatic, magnetic personality, and the like.
He was such a quick study of how Cleavor moved in battle, from what I heard.
Whatever works best for you, Jesse. It, might be Elden Ring, possibly. Unless you have a better choice on hand. If you happen to be a Pokemon fan, that would be another great idea. Wouldn't be a substitute, Nathan, though that would actually be hilarious. I should do that for next April Fools. Just swap channels and swap stream keys with another Professor Vtuber. Only thing you'd want to collaborate on is the Gold Lewis tech. In the summer, Taco, when we have that wonderful crossplay going on. I look forward to it warmly.
All in all, it was a very good show. A victory well earned. We can feel safer.
We can feel safer going about our Survey Corps duties now, thanks to your efforts. Oh, by the way, why not try crafting some of these? I made the recipe based on directions Benny gave me. Obtained a recipe for crafting smoke bombs. What a wonderful way to depart. Though it's made out of 2 items that neither of which we have.
And now that we need not worry about being mauled by Cleavor either, let's take our chance to study all the Pokemon that call the Obsidian Fieldlands their home.
Really? Mods bog down the speed. Interesting. Who's this now? Xander? I've been waiting for you, Xander. My name's Vesa. There's something really important I need to tell you. Would you come with me? Another side quest, perhaps? This is kind of a secret, but something terrible has happened. Hisui is in a whole lot of danger. Hundreds of years ago, a being that sought calamity to this region was sealed away by someone using the power of a strange magic. But now, for some unknown reason, the magic has come undone and the seal is broken. I hate to think what might happen at this rate. So, please, Xander, hear me out. I need you to restore the broken seal. Sure. Creepy A-poising child. Yeah, I'm a little suspicious here, too. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you believe me. I just knew you'd be willing to help. This odd keystone is for you. Keep it safe. And I know what that's used for. Used to collect wisps. Curious. After the seal was broken, a whole bunch of wisps scattered across this Wii. 107 of them in total. With the odd keystone I gave you, you'll be able to gather them all. Push the child in the river. Nobody will care. Maybe. But would I lose my blah blah? Would I lose my teaching license if I did such a thing? See, the wisps are normally invisible, but not to the holder of the odd keystone. After all, I probably shouldn't be teaching if have a reputation for violence with children. Yeah, using all the friend stuff to get Spiritomb was a classic. I know it's a huge task, but please, you just have to gather all the wisps for me. There's one real close to where we are now. How about you start with that one? See that flame hovering over there? Try touching it. The typing was OP, but the Pokemon himself, or itself, not really all that capable. Let's grab one of these little guys right here. Just give him a good old pat on the back. The wisp has been absorbed into the odd keystone, just as it should have been. Yeah, it's a Korok Seed mission, but what good is an open world game without collectibles? Only get a reputation if people find out. True. People are going to be looking for a missing kid, though. A child is going to get me killed. Absolutely not. My best type matchup is versus ghosts. Ghosts are things I destroy on the regular. I need to go under the Ghostbusters arc. Sableisle's really good too. I had so much fun with the Mega version, though that one got banned to Ubers, didn't it? Just got way too overpowered. Thank goodness I picked you to help me with this. Come talk to me if you ever need help finding the remaining wisps. And one last thing. As you gather more and more wisps, I'll give you some rewards as thanks. I'll wait here for you while you carry out your search. Good luck. Eerie apparitions in the night. The next day... Aegislash is an absolute classic too. I love Aegislash. Very strong. Actually got a shiny from a friend. Never had the chance to use it though. Wow, the Galaxy Team hairdresser really is, dare I say, cutting edge. Ah, you look familiar. Who are you? Who are you? Skyla? Or... someone else. Very cute red hair. Of course, you all know how I feel about red hair. But that's a red herring. Oh hey, you're Xander. The boy who quad Cleavor, aren't you? That's me. Oh, Commander Mars. Yeah, that makes sense. No, that's not my mom. My mom would probably have these same color eyes or something similar, right? She has red eyes, but I appreciate the resemblance. I knew it! You've got quite the reputation, you know. I mean, you quelled some of Almighty Sinnoh's chosen ones. Some people are actually kinda scared of you for doing something so bold. Pokemon does have a wonderful selection of waifus. I'm Arizu, by the way. I'm a warden of the Diamond Clan. My special skill is giving haircuts. Real nice to meet you. Oh, snip! But I came here to talk to your Mr. Kamado. See you around. Ginger Gang. Unfortunately, I'm not actually red-haired in real life. I'm lying to you. By Why this logic bolo is your dad or something. Hey, not a bad position to be in. But unfortunately, while we are on the subject of talking about food being thrown to people, even though that was a good solid 20 minutes ago, with how many cutscenes we have, I actually have not had dinner myself, so that is something I must tend to as I depart from you all this evening. But if you are looking for some rather comfortable and relaxing vibes, what do we got? Wait. Oh, that's actually an excellent idea. In preparation for our collaboration tomorrow, I'd like to introduce you all to Dr. Cave, my beloved associate, those of you who have not met him yet. Let's go ahead and line up a little raid here. I will send you all off to him as he has very similar vibes to myself. Go ahead and grab that Twitch link for those of you who happen to be here on the YouTube side. I'll pop this in chat and line up a raid real quick, but I will give everyone the formal goodbyes and discussion. Just need to get that lined up real quick since I love my boys so much. Very well, let's start wrapping things up. Thank you very much for your attendance, Nathan. Very, very wonderful evening. So happy to see everyone. Welcome our new students to the class. Thank you so much for the raid. Good night to you, Z. Thank you, Michael. And Jesse. Taco. Aaron. Scrolling up. Hopefully I don't miss anyone. James. Thank you very much for destroying that Gumi. Oh, this channel's gonna blow up once I start making memes. I need to get my video editing together, but I have been feeling a lot better with such a welcoming community, so I will definitely pick up the productivity. Looking forward to it. Thank you to Remy Leah. And there was another friend who popped in here. I gotta scroll back up. Sleepy Aaron, indeed. Thank you very much. Ishmael, thank you for the lovely bit of TF2 gaming. And it would be past the point that I can scroll everyone else who'd showed up. Yeah, I'm running out of scroll space in chat, so I can't say hi to anyone else. Very well then. Thank you everyone for your attendance. Class is dismissed. And hopefully I will see you all tomorrow for Halo 2 with Dr. Cave, who I will send you all over to right now. Have a good night, everyone. And a skibbity bibbity. Oh, and for those of you who are giving Dr. Cave a visit, give him a good old-fashioned science raid for me, shall you? And I do look forward to something next week, or very soon, Jesse. Gonna be super fun.